also have them manually overwritten for if people need to be in here for some odd reason. But let's just activate our... Alright. You're in solitary again? You're gonna have a buddy over here. I'm gonna activate you as well. Skilled fighter. Yes, that is also something I wanted to do. Here. Oh, I added those two already. Splendid. Hey, Mr. Kim, how you doing, buddy? I want to have these open during free time. During eat. Connect. There. And now I'm seriously thinking, like, how did she do that again? What I can do is remove these two doors. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna just keep it running. I'm gonna place two large jail doors over here. No, actually, not like that, but like this. And like that. And I'll be removing these two. Dismantling them because I'm gonna be using them later. And then... I'm gonna do something very funky. I'm gonna use pressure pads. I'm gonna place them in front, like so, of these doors. And then door control systems, or servos, like so. And there. And connect this, and that, and this. And that. Voila. And then I'm also going to connect this and that. And I'll connect this one with this and this and these four. There. Perfect. Yeah, this game is can be very complicated. I just know what I'm doing because I've been playing this since Alpha 25, which is for 7 months. And I'm actually gonna take a quick break because my nose is just running. So, gonna mute the microphone and I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Ah, there, I'm back. So, yeah, like I said, it's like complete trial and error on like what exactly, how should you play the game. And, you know, you gotta learn it at some point, and once you actually understand how it works, it can be very easy, but it can also still be very difficult. Sleep time, I think it's time for a proper shakedown. Oh, and it seems that Mr. Other Tasmanian resident has also failed his death row appeal once. And that is what this indicates. It actually shows you if you have more than 5. It's gonna show you the 5. Oh, we have prisoners trying to tunnel out, by the way. Sorry for the quick interruption there. We have the top 5 prisoners with the least likelihood of clemency being showcased in this little box. And since I only have 2, it's gonna show the 2 with the percentage. So yeah. Right. I'm a sucker for this. I always want to see like the programs. Look at this foundation education packed to the brim, thanks to all of these new prisoners coming in. Death row appeal, 3 finished, only 1 passed. Beautiful, beautiful. But even so, for those that are here for the first time, even so, when this entire facility is done, I'm not done yet. I want to get something done on this side of the road as well. So, yeah. But, looking at it, I have quite a lot of money. I'm gonna have even more because I've got another 20 prisoners. Ooh! I'm actually gonna take in 21 because I've got another Tasmanian coming in. In an hour. Yes, I'm gonna call death row inmates Tasmanians from now on. Because no one wants Tasmania anyway. No one wants to live there, no one wants to be one. Right?
We just want to preserve the natural resources down there.
And tomorrow I'll receive another 21 because I've got another Tasmanian coming in as well. Yay. I like Tasmanians. They make me a lot of money. And let's have a look. See, we have a fearless, a question mark. Death row inmate is volatile, skilled fighter. Question mark, question mark. Skilled fighter, extremely quick, extremely tough, stoical, question mark. Not really too dangerous. Sorry. We have got a deadly guy in here. Mr. Deadly Guy. Permanent lockdown. Because I don't have the Supermax wing just yet. Probably that was one of the guys with a questionable reputation that I learned. Nico!
Nico!
You're still that volatile guy that we did permanently lock up. That is good. Skilled fighter, strong. Strong, strong, strong. The only strong thing about them is their smell. Hysterical, hysterical. All total. And I just like to show this off. This is just funny. Thomas the Devil Risen Playford. Conviction, born Australian. Sentence 200 years. Ha ha ha. And starting Alpha 33, he will be in Prison Architect permanently because the Devil Risen bought me name in the game and I wrote him a bio. Shakedown's still on the way. I'm perfectly happy. Look at all that money. Money! Money. Yes. Risen is also a confidential informant. Which means I can have him marked for death if I really wanted to. But someone with a sentence of 200 years is much more useful for that than that. And I think it's time to reduce the execution liability.
Yes.
And let's get tax relief. I think I'm at a point that I'm making a nice...
I know! It was so evil of him to make me a fucking snitch.
I just wanted to make sure that I could easily find you. Right. Next on the list, besides all of that, is I also wanted to have phone taps. One here. One here. Here.
Oh my god, Nico, your hair's dark purple. You must DM me an image.
Phone taps is also something I wanted to do. Let's see. That is done, that is done. So block P, yes. CCTV monitor. Metal detectors in room. That is done. Door control systems. Yeah, so literally all I really wanted to have is 128 prisoners for medium sec, which by the way now reminds me. There. There. So, let's see. I now have 112 out of 128. 120, 112. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 128. So 17 prisoners tomorrow, and then I'm going to narrow it down to just 100 or 1 for death row only. And then we filled out this entire block. This is protective custody only for snitches and ex-law enforcement, which we haven't had just yet. Yes! This is why I love to just keep all of the wood around. Because if a prisoner passes workshop safety induction, he has a chance to go for carpentry apprenticeship, which you need these carpenter's tables for. And if he passes that, he's gonna make you superior beds out of 6 planks, and they sell for 400, and each plank sells for 50. So it's a profit of 100 per 6 planks. Look at that. Now we're gonna make money. And also look at my daily cash flow without exports. 12,157 or something. 59. Beautiful, yeah? Probably some medication. Oh, the Diablo 3. I thought medication. It sounded like medication.
BRB.
Okay. I think, yeah, that is still busy. I've played some Diablo 2, not a lot. Well, let's have a look at carpentry apprenticeship. I can stop that because no one else is interested at the moment. To save even more money. But yeah, that is useful. Now I can make beds out of these. And if they were to be stored in like storage, unfortunately they're not. Damn, this is going so well. I love it. Freaking love it. That is just contraband being thrown over the fence. Don't worry. I think it is time I put in the foundation for this plot. And then also add the perimeter wall for here. Because it is time to start preparing for the next bit. So that is that. And this. Gonna have two in here, here, and here, and here. There. Ooh, we have some aggression in death row. Still 50%. And I'm gonna hire 5 more guards. There. To hopefully speed up the processing of the prisoners going in. But then again, this next day is going to be the last day. I'm gonna have prisoners coming in for a while. And I'm going to try and keep it at 128. Medium security. As much as possible. I'm also going to have to get this done, that done, and then put in these walls, those walls, no, not those walls, these walls, those walls, and remove this bit of planning. Yeah, he got wrecked. Now what I plan to do over here is actually make a mirror copy of this entire area. So we'll have a second classroom over here, a second visitation here, a second chapel here, and a second infirmary and morgue over here. What's the main difference between security levels? The risk. Chief! How you doing, buddy? The risk. Prisoners of minimum security are less likely to be like really dangerous guys. But they do have a higher chance to be like snitches. For some odd reason. Here we go. We're gonna have another death row in tomorrow. Nice. Nice. Let's have a look. Extremely strong. We have a snitch. So yeah, snitches do get stitches, so you put them in protective custody. And then we've got questionable, question mark. Was that it? Yes, that was it.
I am back. What have I missed, my faithful overlord?
We got our first actual snitch. And Jeeve is also here.
Oh, chief!
Also, because I messed around with this, that is no different. And now I'm gonna have to reset that guard here. Goodbye, Jimmy Montana. Been fun having you here, brother. Right. So I now have 4 death row inmates. I have started to research the reduce execution liability, and I've started to research tax relief, so I have to pay less taxes. Also, thank you for the host, Chief. We've got the first bed being made by the guy who did Carpentry Apprenticeship. I hope he's still in, because that's just more money for us. Did I deploy a guard in here? Yes, I did. I did.
Is it wrong that I've got, like, Prison Architect next to the chat and then you on the other screen?
No, because you were using this to learn. Isn't it? So yeah, in like maximum security, you're gonna have a lot more guys like these, you know, experience, character. They'll be a lot more deadly, extremely deadly, extremely volatile, instigators, and a lot more dangerous guys. Also legendaries. And in minimum security, you're gonna find more snitches, ex-law enforcement, ex-prison guards. Second bed, yes. I just wish that my workman would actually move these to storage. Because that would be a lot more beneficial. Also, I put in the foundation and walls for this area, which I'm actually just going to deck out right now. I'm not gonna designate them yet as particular rooms. I just want to have all the objects placed in. Altar. Second room of worship for Doomy. Ism. Pews. And prayer mats. All around here. Then a visitation. Just a bunch of visitors' tables. And then a second classroom with again 20. School desks. Because 20 is the maximum you'll need per classroom. Because only up to 20 prisoners can actually attend the class. Was facing the wrong way. Chair. There. Welcome back, Anna. Yeah, I definitely recommend this game. If you like this kind of game, if you like my what was that? I don't know. If you like management games, and
yeah,
if you know,
city builders, micromanagement, any of that sort of game,
you're gonna like this. And what I'm seeing here on the carpet table just makes me happy. Because for a grant that I can't start yet, I need to have made 10 of these beds, and I already have 5 done. Problem why I can't start this particular grant yet is because I need to finish the prison manufacturing facility, which can only start once all of these logs have been chopped up. And as you can see, there are quite a lot of logs. So you know what, I think I'm just going to do it. Let's start exports. which I planned out over here. Time to make me money. And now all these workmen are going to enter the workshop, grab wood, grab logs, grab the beds. And it's unfortunate that you can't say like, okay, you can't move the logs, but you can move the woods, the stacks of wood, and you can't move the beds, so you can't move the license plates, because unfortunately the logs are also gonna get sold, which I really don't like. But yeah, now empty trucks are gonna come over. They're gonna get loaded up, and they're gonna drive off. And then, bling, 2100 in exports. And then the next truck comes, it's gonna get loaded up. And that's another 2100 in exports, I guess. Or more because there are more logs, or less because there are less logs. 2700. Next! Come on, there you go. And all of a sudden, the next day you're gonna see that your daily cash flow is going to skyrocket. DBF, Doomhammer Bed Factory. Yeah. Doomhammer beds and license plates. Go with that.
And Pyro Man, if you do get a PC, I'm sure that you'll be watching this, and hopefully you'll be able to sub to Doomy's YouTube channel and check out the first few episodes, because they do have a lot of good beginning tips.
Absolutely. I think Pyroman may actually already be subscribed to my YouTube.
And also earlier alpha let's plays,
Yep.
which probably cover a lot more basic stuff. I know I've seen a couple and they do cover a lot.
But I'm basically covering everything I covered back then in this playthrough as well.
Yeah, pretty much, just with all the active systems that they've implemented.
Since then, yes. Right, I think what I want to do next is build another building.
I think depending on how the alpha and the beta phase goes, every 10 to 15 you should do an update on it. Of course, it is a very fun game. I've been enjoying it and I'm only just got it.
Well, it's going to get released before the end of this year. That is their goal, at least. So there's only like half a year, a little over half a year perhaps, worth of content really remaining.
Yeah, but that's still a fair bit given the state of the game now.
Well, we've had some more issues. Whoa. This guy. Oh, I just want to execute you. It's still not ready.
How's that research? Almost there.
Yeah, I just passed halfway. This guy's been seriously injured. 40% clemency. That guy. 22, 18. Yeah, we're gonna execute prisoners. Probably tomorrow. Maybe even today. Stream is laggy? Yeah, Twitch has been suffering the past couple of days.
Doomy, I have to add someone to this call if that's okay with you.
Sure. Another bed is done.
Welcome, Twitch Santa.
Hello.
Hello, Rob.
Hello. Devil.
Sorry, you're kind of live on stream.
Yes, I am streaming at the moment. Prison Architect, aka Convict Central.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll call you off my phone, Rob. Won't be a sec.
Yeah, can I pull you aside for a moment?
Yeah, that's cool. Just kill this call, Rob, and I'll call you off my phone.
Sweet. Good.
Sorry, Heck. I just he's one of my biggest donators, and he's an amazing person. So just had to tell him.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Let's see, to which side does this door open? That side. I need to have everything mirrored, otherwise it's going to drive me completely bonkers. Well, that's the wrong object. There. 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 And here. There. Here. Then the cookers are on the wall there. Yes. So, flippity flop. 2, 3. No. 2, 3, 4. No! 4. There. 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what the fridge? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just for good measures, 1, 2, and 3. Sim Mipe, welcome to the channel. And Eminem28, welcome to the channel as well. So glad that you people decided to join us today. Right. Continuing to deck out stuff. I'm just gonna fill everything up. See here. This means I already screwed it up. But I have that there, here, 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 and 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 here. Rotate. Oh. Keep screwing up. Keep screwing up. There. I'm actually gonna keep this door open. WJSNW. Hi there. Some people can deal with easier to pronounce names, or actually pronounceable names, to be honest. Then again, non-native Dutch speakers will have an issue pronouncing my name too. I've heard so many variations of it. It's just silly. Oh, silly.
Very, very silly.
Yes. Myth007, welcome to the channel.
16 amazing viewers. Thank you for tuning in to the Convict Central with Doomy, aka Paul Jong Jans, and the Devil.
Yes. Split it. So I'm just decking out the kitchen canteen, or the second kitchen, the second canteen, the second classroom, visitation room, chapel, and infirmary with the morgue. I'm just not designating them as the rooms yet. And I still have $37,000 in the bank, with a daily cash flow because of the exports of $34,000.
GG Doomy.
Speak French. I do not speak French. Zahidyo! When is the 0 hour campaign? Dude, I'm not even done with this game yet. I'm talking about the 0-hour campaign after the General's campaign, which is going to be after I'm done with this thing first. And this thing isn't over yet at all. Can we? Ah, almost! We're gonna execute someone today, guys. We're gonna execute someone today.
Yes.
We have someone at 7% and the reduce liability is almost done. We're gonna be executing today.
Nice, Roto.
And I've got nothing on my to-do list anymore.
And yes, even broken English in chat is more acceptable than foreign languages.
Yes. Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun. I knew that today was a good day. I'm glad that I decided to stream despite the fact that I'm not feeling that, well. Oh, wait. This guy is freaking legendary! Are you flipping serious? Let's have a look-see. Legendary Prisoner is a legend on the criminal underworld and has numerous skills and abilities that make it very dangerous. Extremely volatile. This prison is, well, I guess that everything speaks for itself here. Jongayans. Yeah, that is decent. That is indeed decent. Mr. Holloway, you's go die. But Mr. Berect, you's go die first. Oh my goodness gracious, Grandma! Grandma! Grandma? Grandma! Grandma? I don't know. So yes, also just going to put in a foundation for the jail cell because...
Doomy, I'm gonna have to turn you down for a moment. Give me a sec.
Okay, no worries. I am going to put in the foundation for all of the other buildings as well, so that you guys may have a little sneak peek into how it's going to look once it's done, building-wise. Is it done yet? Dang it! Grandma? Grandma! Why is there no one coming in? Oh, because I don't have the cells. So, let's also fix that. Let's just give this one guy a cell that doesn't have running water, or actually it does have running water, it just doesn't have power. That's why I stopped using these as cells. Yeah, we've got him coming in. Our 5th death row inmate. So awesome, guys. So awesome. And I'm not going to end the stream until until this one guy is executed. We're gonna have a very awesome time. So, now that the majority of the logs have been chopped up, you're gonna see that sheet metal is getting delivered to the workshop. This sheet metal will be chopped up into tiny little plates, very small strips of metal, and they'll be ordered just like these. They'll be brought over to the workshop presses, and then they're going to be turned into license plates. And that is your first real moneymaker. And the bets are like secondary. But I like programs. I also like trades. Let's have a look at the programs. No one in behavioral therapy. Everything is still going well. This class is also almost done for the second time. Half of them passed already, of the ones that attended. Look at how busy this is. It's almost a freaking full class. Nice. I love it. I love it. Bye. See you later. Damn, this is awesome. So you know what? There's one room I am yet to designate as an operational room. Forestry. Now I have one of everything. And I'm still producing beds. Lovely. Now just bringing over the wood. Stack of 36. Dang, 4 beds over here. That is $1,600 worth of beds. Drug overdose? Or drugs found? Callie! You are just in time, Callie. Oh. Just an hour. And then we can do it. Because we're gonna execute someone today. In the meantime, let's hook up the phone taps. Now we can actually listen in on the conversations. And now that the reduced execution liability research has been done, the red number of 7% became a green number. This means that now I can execute this guy without being blamed for it if it goes wrong. Because what happens is that if I execute one of the guys in red and it goes wrong, I'll take the blame if it turns out that this guy was either innocent or would have reduced his sentence to life imprisonment. And if that happens, either or, I can say goodbye to $50,000. Excuse me. But now that I've got one guy of 7%, which is a green number now, and I execute him, no matter if he would have turned out to eventually be innocent or have his sentence reduced to life imprisonment, I can still execute him and receive a bonus of 10,000 instead. So there's money to be made in properly doing the execution thing back. And Vasily, you are back just in time, my friend. I was just explaining the execution thing one more time because we are going to execute. Callie! That's what I yelled. I yelled that Callie was here. Alright. Let us put in some doors. Wait, what? No, wait, here. I had to pull it out even. Idiot. Here. And here. Here. Like so. Voila. So, when night falls, oh, look. Mr. Legendary, Mark Holdaway, had his sentence reduced to life imprisonment. So that means that all of these convictions are added up, and that's going to be his total sentence, which could be that he's going to be in prison for 500 years. But yeah, what happens is he's now a maximum security prisoner. I'm gonna put him in normal security and give him permanent lockup. because eventually I'm gonna make a Supermax for this building. So when's disco time? Soon, my friends. Soon. Very soon. About 5 hours in game. Let's see the programs. I think one more day in the Foundation Education Program round 2 should be done. Which means that another, hopefully large portion of these prisoners will have that done. And hopefully a lot will choose to go for the general education. And pass that as well. 5 are interested. Oh my goodness, 5 are interested in carpentry apprenticeship. Holy balls. That is awesome. We're gonna be producing so many beds and so many license plates. Honey. Eat. Check the regime. Where are we on? Eat. Free time. Lock up. So once it's lock up, I'm gonna do a bang up to make sure that everyone goes to their cell. And during the sleep time, I'm going to show you guys the procedure of execution. And put a smile on all of your faces. Because this is exactly what you came here for. This is exactly why you guys want to see Prison Architect Alpha 32 or 1 in action. It is lock up, time for a bang up. Bang up sends all the prisoners to their cells, willingly. And those that are not willing to do it, well, you know they're up to no good. Lockdown. Goody goody goody. So everyone in their cells. Devil. Let me just quickly attack him.
Big apologies to me.
No problem. But I'm about to start the execution procedure.
Oh, awesome. Good timing. Have you just been like building and stuff while you've been waiting?
Yeah, I laid in the foundation for the last two cell blocks and the
Yeah, I see
Supermax.
that now.
I actually
Awesome.
had one of the prisoners from death row be pushed back to life imprisonment, and it happened
Yeah, I
to
saw
be the legendary one. So everyone is in bang up, is in their cell, lockdown, and it's this prisoner, Mr. Boris Hotshot Beret, that's going to get
That
executed.
be executing. Yes.
There you go.
13 awesome viewers get to take part in this execution. That's awesome.
I'm actually going to up the volume a notch or two, because the volume is, or the music in this is just freaking awesome. Give me a sec. There you
Oh my
go.
god, dude, that music in 5.1 is ridiculous.
Yes. So there's a couple of steps necessary for an execution to happen. First and foremost, it needs to be initiated, which automatically gets completed once you click on that button. And then you need to initiate a prison-wide lockdown, meaning that all prisoners need to go to their cells and stay there until the execution is done. Luckily, something I always do is make sure that I do it during their sleep time, so that none of their daily routine will get distorted. Because if you do it during their daytime, it's going to stop their work, it's going to stop their free time, their food, their yard time, and prisoners will get pissed off. Because the longer it takes for them to go into their cells willingly, the less time in the day they will have to do their usual stuff. So if you do it during the sleep time, they're pretty much never going to notice it. The second thing that you can also do right away is test the facility. And this is just basically to see, is there a path directly from the cell to the execution room? Now why the hell are there no doors here? I'll fix that later. The power is being tested. Is the chair directly fed by power? And is there enough power in your power station, which for this one is this one, to initiate and execute the prisoner, because that is going to create a spike in electrical power. So what I always do is do these at the same time. So we've got 99% completion in prison-wide lockdown. So that means that literally one prisoner is not inside his cell. Could be that he's in like here, maybe here. Why the hell are you in here? Oh, you're going to your cell right now. Screw you. You're getting locked up for 6 hours. You. Lock up for 6 hours. It's these two that weren't in their cells. That annoys me. There. Completed. So, next step. Assemble execution detail. The execution detail is 3 people. And hello, Raz. You're right in time. The first one is the Chief of Security. His office is right here. So that's pretty darn close. The second person is the Warden, whose office is over here. And the third one is a spiritual leader of the prisoner's choice, which comes from over here. I'll initiate that, but I'll keep it paused for now. The next step is escort witnesses to facility. Witnesses will be, which can be, are the inmate's own family and the victim's family, which means that, you know, this person murdered someone and the family of the person that got murdered want to watch this guy get executed. They also come from over here, and that is why I personally will advise you, since you can't do these 2 steps at the same time, is to do them at the same time. Welcome back, Kalekop, and you are just in time for the execution. So, those steps are going to get done. And the prisoner has chosen a Buddhist, I guess. Now, there's pretty much nothing you can do during this time. You can still move your guards around. You can still manually open and close doors. You can still sell objects, but pretty much nothing else. You can't build anything. You can't get anything else done. And they will be moved over to the execution room. And that is why you need chairs in your execution room, because they need to sit down, those witnesses. So we have here the Chief of Security already inside of the cell. The Warden is coming in, and the spiritual leader is coming in. So now that is done. Is that Hindu? Could be.
Let me have a look.
It's a priest. Right.
It's a priest.
So, now that the witnesses are sitting down, and the priest, warden, and chief of security are inside of the cell with the convict, it's time for the Green Mile. Escort prisoner to facility.
Dead man walking.
And listen to that music. It's just creepy.
It's a Hindi priest, Satan?
Hindi? Hindu?
Click
Yeah,
on the priest.
indeed. I see a little
Yes,
red
it's
dot
a
on his
Hindi
head.
priest. Yeah.
And then, there's only one thing left to do. Pull the switch. And the silence is eerie. Next up, dismiss the staff and witnesses. Which just happens automatically. Priest leaves, chief leaves, witnesses leave, warden leaves. And then it's time for the report. Now this is where you get graded. If you did it right, or if his chance of liability is below 5% normally, or with the research that I finished today, 10%. Also, hello Nika-sama. You just missed the best part of this entire stream, which is also the last thing that I'll do. If it's below that 10% right now, I'm gonna get $10,000 no matter what. Although it still can be that this prisoner would have been deemed innocent or life imprisonment. And depending on whether it was like permanent, that he would be like have no chance of clemency whatsoever, or the other option, I'm gonna get a different message. And if it turns out that I did do it wrong by not waiting until his clemency is below the 10%, in the report I will see either $50,000 in fine, or, this is why it's tricky, still a $10,000 bonus, because eventually, if I would have taken the time and shown the patience, he would have been executed anyway. So, report. The mandated execution of Boris Beret was carried out at 5:02 as scheduled by electric chair. In the presence of witnesses, the standard compensation of 10,000 is awarded to the institution for their part in this process. Ladies and gentlemen, that was death by chair shaped Tesla coil.
Yes.
Let me put the two proper doors in, because somehow I forgot that. And he's just gonna get carried away eventually. There's gonna be a hearse over here. There it is. And the best thing about it is, I did this starting with a bang up during their lockup time, so the prisoners were forced into their cell. Now that the execution is over, it automatically switches off the bang up.
Yeah.
It is advisable, if you're going to do an execution during the day, to do a bang up first before you start the actual procedure, because you're going to be ahead in the first step of a prison-wide lockdown. But ladies and gentlemen, with that execution done, a capacity of 158, because now these 4 are also cells. Half of the prison is done. We just did a first execution. We had a bunch of people pass the foundation education. We have people making beds, and we have started the making of license plates. Although I've got no clue where the hell those sheet metal over here. They'll be done later. That is going to be doing it for me today. Going to save the prison. Join me again tomorrow at 6 PM GMT. I am going to type in the proper commands daily. For more of Prison Architects. with a cold, and hopefully once again with my buddy the Devil Risen.
Yeah. I shall be here.
I hope you all enjoyed this, especially the last couple of minutes. I certainly did. On YouTube, if you've been following this, leave a like if you did enjoy it. My name is Hecthor Doomhammer, your evil overlord.
And I am Devil Risen.
I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.